Hello, welcome back to another video. Now for those of you that are new here, my name's Mel and I'm absolutely crazy about building out camper vans. I've actually been building camper vans for at least the last 2 decades. Behind me you'll see I have a Mercedes Vario and a Mercedes Sprinter. And one of the biggest questions I always get asked on my channel is to do with electrics. What size cables should I use? And people ask me what battery they should use. How do I fit solar panels to the roof of my van? So on and so forth. And it seems to me that one of the biggest hurdles people come across when building out or converting a van into a camper van is their electronics. And that's why I like to experiment with portable power stations or solar generators. I currently have a Bluetti AC300 powering the interior of my Mercedes Vario and a Bluetti Apex 300. I'm experimenting with that right now in my Mercedes Sprinter. After all, how could I actually recommend a product if I don't try it myself? One of the other questions I get asked on my channel is what portable power station would I actually recommend for taking on camping trips, or for people that have caravans, or for like the odd picnic now and again. People do want a portable power station. Neither of these power stations I would consider being portable. They're just too big and bulky. So when Bluetti got in touch with me and asked me if I'd like to try out their new portable solar generator, I couldn't possibly say no. So let's take a look at the latest offerings from Bluetti, and that is the Bluetti Elite 30 V2 or Mark II. Now I've left it in the box deliberately. I've not taken a look at it yet because I'd like to do something I haven't done for a very long time on this channel, and that is an actual unboxing. I'm glad I left it in the box because I'm not really sure of the weight, and usually couriers put a label on here with the weight, and the weight is only 4 kilos. Super lightweight, really light. And to put the size into perspective, here is my old faithful. When I say faithful, I mean I have used this extensively over the years, and I've given it some abuse. In fact, I'm surprised this even still works. I've used it for power tools, my Dremel, my soldering iron, all sorts of paraphernalia I've plugged into this. Anyway, there you go, that's the size of it in comparison. And this is testimony as well to the quality of Bluetti's products, because like I say, I've really abused that. Right, let's get a knife, get this out of the box, and take a look. I'm really interested in this. I want to see what it can actually power. And more importantly, what's in the box. Usual Bluetti standard, they usually double box everything, so when it's delivered there's a minimal risk of things getting damaged. Oh look, it's so small they've had to pack the packaging out. A random bit of cardboard. Yeah, look at that. Right, let's take it out of the box. Box of accessories, instructions. Let's get a phone. Oh my god, is that it? Tiny. I think the box weighs more. Well, that's an exaggeration. That is small. Look at that. No. It's got an app as well. Has it got Bluetooth? Seriously? Look at that. So lightweight, I can hold it out with one arm. I guess if I had 2 of them, I could use them as, actually it's not even heavy enough for that. Right, okay, so let's take a look at the specifications. That's a 600 watt inverter, it has 288 watt hour battery, and a whole bunch of USB connectors. Nice screen, everything you should expect. Don't know if you can see that because of the light in the camera. I'm going to just tilt it like that so you can see. I think this deserves a proper in-depth review. Oh, it's on the side. Oh, hang about. I've just realised there's no charging brick. There's not an actual brick you need to charge it up. Even though it's this small, you don't need a charging brick. You can just plug straight into the mains to charge it. Now that is impressive. Usually with this size power pack, you'd have a separate adapter, which is another thing you need to carry around to charge it up. But not with this. Look at that. You can plug it directly in to the mains, which we shall do later on. I'll tell you what, let's jump inside the Vario and take a real close look at this. Welcome to the very first product review inside my Mercedes Vario camper van. I think you'll agree the lighting is a lot better in here and we haven't got that nasty wind noise to contend with. I do believe this little Bluetti deserves the best treatment. So let's take a close look at it. Hopefully, now we're inside, we can see the screen. Can the camera pick that up? Of course it can. Look at that. Fantastic. What a great looking little unit. Right, let's just quickly run over what we've got on the front of this. So we've got our usual 12 volt DC output, which is 10 amps. And below that, you've got these two DC outputs as well, which is also 12 volts, but 5 amps each. We've got our USB A's, USB C's. One is 240 watts, one is 100 watts. We've got an on-off button in the middle, DC button there, which I haven't tried yet. A nice push on and off button as well. I like these. I can't stand those buttons where you have to hold them down for like 5 seconds before they turn on. It really does grate me. Well, here you are. You can simply flick them on and off. Brilliant. And I've noticed this actually turns itself off. If I leave this and don't touch anything, it will actually turn itself off. You'll see in a moment it will just go blank. The button goes, well, it goes off basically, so I think that is to save power. And of course on top of here we've got the little sign there for downloading the Bluetti app, so I'm assuming this has actually got Bluetooth as well. Where's my phone? Let's take a look at that now. Right, it just switched itself off, see, because I haven't touched it, it's turned off. So to get my app up on my phone, let's have a look, see if my phone app picks it up. This will be interesting. If this has got Bluetooth, I'll be blown away. Switch it back on again. Available devices, yes it has. We are connected to the Bluetti app. Incredible. I cannot believe this has got Bluetooth. And this mirrors what's on the screen. So it says, see there, it says it's 34% charged. And there's nothing coming in, there's nothing going out. And it will turn itself off in a minute. Right, let's take a look at the accessories you get with this, because I don't think you get many accessories. You literally get the charging cable, which I'm actually going to plug in now, because it's only at 34%. And we can't give it a proper test now, can we? And I'll be interested to see how long it actually takes to charge. Whose idea was it to put the plug socket right down onto the table? So there we go. This is now. So the input is 200 watts. Not sure how long that's going to take to charge, but that's okay. We'll just leave that charging. So we've also got a 12 volt charging cable. So we'll put that in there. And this simply plugs into the front. Oh, and this will only go in there one way round, so you can't get it wrong. So now once that's plugged in, you plug this into your cigarette lighter socket in your vehicle, and then you can charge your Elite 30 whilst you're driving. And is this 24 volts? Does it go up to 24 volts? Yeah, 12 volt to 28 volts. So I could actually plug this into my Vario plug socket, which is 24 volts, which means this will charge even quicker. This is definitely going to be a keeper. This will be a fantastic backup power source. And we do intend to go and do a bit of treasure hunting this year. I could probably run a 12 volt water pump using this. So this is going to get used. Don't worry. I will be putting this to the test. Now, according to the app, it's going to take 1 hour and 12 minutes estimated charging time. Now, I'm wondering if it's got through charging. What that means is, can you draw power from this and charge it at the same time? Now, I am feeling a little bit on peckish side. So I'm going to go and get my little cooker, plug it into this and see if it does through charge. Let's take a look. I'll be interested to see if this works. Well, here's a bit of luck. It just so happens that my electronic frying pan actually draws 600 watts when it's on full power, meaning this is going to be absolutely perfect for putting the pure sine wave inverter inside our Elite 30 to the test. After all, it is rated at 600 watts. Let's just plug it in now. I'm going to wrap the cable around there so it's out of the way. And we can see if the Elite will through charge. Like I mentioned earlier, it means will it charge and deliver power all at the same time. Let's just switch this on. Oh, there we go, it is on. Right, so this is half power, so it should be about 300 watts. It's actually drawing 450 watts. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. Put it on full power. 645, 648, 649, 650 watts. 650 watts this is drawing, which means this will deliver 600 watts. Actually 650 watts, which is actually more than it's rated for. Right, so we know that works. Let's just turn it off for a minute. We're good on that side of things. So the pure sine wave inverter will power my electronic frying pan. Now this is my little miniature coffee maker. This draws 180 watts of DC power. Now unfortunately the 12 volt outlet on this is rated at 10 amps, which equates to 120 watts. So if this runs this, I'll be really surprised, but we'll see. See what happens. These are the sort of experiments I really enjoy doing, just putting these units to the test. Like this Elite 30 is so small, I'll be really surprised if it runs this. Because I've tried this on bigger power stations and they failed the test. Right, so this is now switched on. Yeah, switch it on, Mel. What's it going to draw? There you go, 190 watts this is drawing. Which is way more than this is supposed to deliver. Oh, it's gone down to 130, 131. So yeah, it's sticking around about 131. So it peaked at 180 and it held in there. It didn't turn itself off. That's incredible, really incredible. Right, so let's turn both of these off for a minute, because what I'm proposed to do is to see if the Elite 30 will actually run the frying pan and the coffee pot together. Will they work simultaneously? Let's turn the frying pan on first and the coffee. Turn this on full power. 831, 834, 35, 36, 7, 836 it peaked at. The coffee pot is bubbling. I really should put some water in this. I don't want to destroy it. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's turn this off a minute. Let's actually put this to the test. Can I cook breakfast using the Elite 30? Let's try this out. It seems they're going to work. So I'm going to try and cook some eggs in this, boil myself some coffee. So imagine this scenario, okay, for all those campers out there, people that like to sleep under canvas in their tents. Imagine you wake up in the morning, it's chucking it down with rain, you've got your gas stove, your gas burner, you can't use it inside the tent. After all, you don't want to risk your tent catching fire. But this is where the little Elite 30 comes into play. Because if you've got one of these, a frying pan, coffee brewing kit, chances are you can have breakfast. Let's unplug these to give it a sporting chance. Turn these off. I do like these buttons, the way you just touch them and they turn off. We're at 66% now. Where's my app? Shouldn't take too long to charge actually. I still can't get over the fact this has got Bluetooth. Okay, estimated charging time, it says, is 41 minutes. There we go. Oh, by the way, using the app, you should be able to turn this on and off. Let's just try that. Right, so if I press that and press OK, it should, there you go, straight away it's on. There you go. So you can control it using the app. And it is literally just these simple, oh, let me come up closer to the camera, I'll show you this. You see these little buttons here, and you confirm, you press OK, and it's off. Again with this, press OK, and it goes off straight away. Really handy to have. But the best thing is, you can see the charging time. Estimated charging time is now 36 minutes. So I'm going to give the Elite 30 V2 a sporting chance by letting it charge fully. I'm going to go and grab some ingredients and see if we can actually cook breakfast using this. I'll be right back. Right, well, it's been a good half an hour now. I've got my ingredients, my coffee, my butter, my eggs, that's all I need. Let's just put those there. Let's just check. Yep, we're at 100% charged. Right, so now it's charged up. I'm actually going to unplug this so that we know we're not getting any power from our other Bluetti. By the way, I've used my Bluetti AC300 that's in my cupboard to charge this. So now let's see if I can cook myself some breakfast. It just so happens I'm absolutely starving. So let's plug our air fryer in, or frying pan. Let's plug the frying pan in, add some butter to that. Let's get that on the go. First of all, I'm going to put this on setting 1 to begin with, just to get it warmed up. A little bit of butter. Oh, nothing quite like fried eggs in butter. Let's put that there so you can actually see the screen. So we'll turn that on. We've got it on full power. We should be drawing. Actually, I can look at my phone, can't I? I don't need to look at the screen. There we go. So we are now drawing 650 watts. Incredible. Actually, I'm going to turn this down because I don't want to burn my eggs. So we're not going to use this on full power because I will burn my eggs. Maybe we'll turn it up to full power in a minute. Just max it out, as it were. Right, I need to put some water in this. I didn't think this through, did I? I need some water. Let's try and do this without spilling it. Water in there. Oh, hang on, let's turn that off a minute. I'm disorganised. Gordon Ramsay, I am not. I don't claim to be. Freshly ground coffee. Well, it was freshly ground probably about a year ago anyway. So let's get the coffee on the go. We'll plug that in now. Oh, where's the cup? Need the cup under there. Right. What's this cable? Let's put the cable there. Right, coffee's on the go. We're going to leave that there. Let that do its thing. Let's concentrate on doing some eggs. Turn this back on. I'm going to put this on full power now. Now it's nicely warmed up. Just put that there. Yeah, this is a bit awkward. I think I've got this around the wrong way. Bear with. I've never done this before. I'm a little bit inexperienced. Let's swap these around because that can sit there out of the way. Move him over there. Can you still see the screen? Is it still visible? That's a bit better, isn't it? Much safer. Oh, it smells good. You can hear it sizzling away. Let's put an egg in there. Chuck that up there. I've got a little tea towel up here. I'll just wipe my fingers on that. I'm going to put the lid on because what I like about this is if you put the lid on, then the top of the egg cooks as well at the same time. Does that make sense? It saves you flipping it over. Right, what we pulling? How much power are we pulling? Ah, right. So on the app, it actually, because on the main screen on here, it says we're pulling a total of 575 watts. But interestingly enough, on the app, it actually tells you what individual outlet is pulling. So the DC is pulling 131, 132 watts, and the AC 444 watts. So you can see what each individual outlet is actually drawing, rather than a grand total. So this shouldn't really affect that. Yeah, That's interesting. I never realised that. Right, saying that, I think the egg is about done. Oh no, a little bit more. Let's turn this up full power, see what happens. See how much it draws all together. So this is now drawing 460 watts. That's 130 watts. Total 776. That is proper fizzling away now. Yeah, that's why it's a good idea to leave the lid on. Saves all that mess. That's going to be cooked in no time. We're down to 47% already. We are really sucking the juice out of this little Elite 30 power station. The Bluetti is holding its own. We're really pulling a lot of power now. Especially from this. This is now taking 132 watts. Yep, it's doing its thing. It's brewing coffee. God, I think I'm burning this. Oh crap. Yeah, the egg's done. I think I'll burn it. Hang on. Where do I turn it off? Just turn it off. Turn that off. So my egg's cooked. My coffee's brewing. I'm in a mess. Oh, yeah. That's why I like a frying pan with a lid. Take a look at this egg. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. Actually, that'd be a good thumbnail, wouldn't it? Coffee's definitely boiling away now. We've done it. We've cooked breakfast of sorts. There we go. Coffee. It's doing its thing. Still, I mean, I'm impressed that this little power station, the little Elite 30 V2, can run this coffee machine, because this coffee machine really does suck the juice. There you go. The coffee is done. So we can turn this off now. Ooh, without burning ourselves. My breakfast is done. My coffee's done. So I'm going to have some breakfast. Oh, let's put this away. Over there somewhere. Take a look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Hang on, let me have a go at this. That does make really nice coffee. Really does. 1 cup of coffee, 1 breakfast. All thanks to the Bluetti Elite 30 V2. Now, if I've managed to convince you that you need one of these in your life, I will leave a link in the description of this video purely for your convenience. And if you are interested in any other Bluetti products, I'll also leave a link directly to their website. I do hope you found this video mildly entertaining, slightly informative. If you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Ta-da for now. Oh, I want to make a fork. Brilliant.